Hello students, this is Sunny sir from Mahdi English School. This is the video for students of class 2 subject science. Let us see what are we going to study in today's video. Today we are going to do revision for chapter 13 light and shadow as continued from the previous video. I'll give the short revision of the previous video and then we shall continue with the reading of the chapter. I will explain the chapter from where we had stopped the previous lecture, right? And we will also solve some interesting worksheets which are related to our chapter so that you can learn better about the lesson, you can gain more knowledge. So let us continue with the chapter. Before that, I want you to be ready with your notebook and pencil. So let's begin. So here is chapter 13, light and shadow. Do you know what are we going to do today? Today we are going to do the revision in the form of question bank. Question bank is given for the practice purpose so that the students can learn the questions which are not given in their textbook. So you get the precise knowledge of the chapter. So question banks are important as from the point of view of understanding. So you should write question bank one time. First of all, I want you to give the heading of the chapter with neat and clean handwriting. Give the heading chapter 13 light and shadow. Also mention today's date and day above the margin and be very precise while writing. See that your handwriting are legible. So the first question in the question bank is fill in the blanks with the words. Fill in the blanks with the words given. So we have been given options. As you know that you get options in FB, fill in the blanks. So we have been given two options. In each of the blanks, we need to write the correct answers from the given two options, right? Let us read and find out what are the correct answers to the questions. See that you are writing one time along with me. Don't forget to write. Number 1. The sun looks like a big ball of dash. See, here is the sun. The sun looks like a big ball of dash. Ball of fire or water. What is the answer? We all know the correct answer is fire. Right? We have learnt online. See, it gives out a lot of heat, sun rays. So that is a form of fire. It is very, very hot. So it is form of fire. Let us write the answer. F-I-R-E. Fire. F-I-R-E. Fire. Here is the answer. You have to write the answers as well. The sun looks like a big ball of fire. Number 2. We get light from dash when there is no sun. So when there is no sun, from where do we get light? Torch or bottle? See, what's this? Is it a bottle or is it a torch? It's a torch. It gives out light. So at night time, sometimes we want to go out somewhere. There is no sunlight at night. So we use this torch for getting light. We want to go anywhere, we need a torch so that we can see the things clearly. We can find out the things we are looking for. So here the answer is torch. Let us also write in the blank T-O-R-C-H, torch. We get light from torch when there is no sun. So I'm going slow as you are all writing it one time. In case you are unable to write, it's okay. You may take the screenshot of the page and write it later on. So here Number 3. A shadow is formed because the object dash light to pass through it. When does a shadow form? Does it form when the object allows the light to pass, or does it form when the object blocks the light? I had taught you, for example, means I had shown an example of the tree, that the sunlight is falling on the tree and the tree blocks the light, and so the shadow of the tree is formed on the opposite side, right? Yes, so same way, here it is asked, a shadow is formed because the object does let the light pass or does not let the light pass. So here the answer is does not, because a shadow is formed when the object blocks the light. Blocks means it stops, it does not let the light pass through, so it does not allow, and because the light is blocked, the sunlight, and that's why the shadow is formed. See here, the shadow is formed of the man who is walking on the road. So let's also write the answer which we just underlined. Does not. Shadow is formed when the object does not allow or let light pass through it. Number 4. A shadow is formed on the dash side of the light. Shadow is formed on which side of light? Same side or opposite side? Shadow is formed on the opposite side of the light, not on the same side always. See, the light is falling from this side, the shadow is formed on the opposite side, as you can see. This is opposite side of the light, because light falls here, shadow is formed on the opposite side. So let's underline opposite. Also let us write it in the blanks. OPP, it is OPPO SITE, opposite. Shadow is formed on the opposite side of the light, not on the same side. Here it is shown. Next, shadows in the morning and evening are dash. In the morning time and in the evening time, are the shadows long or are they short? Shadows in the morning and evening are long, they are not short. In the morning and evening time, the shadows are actually longer. That also I had explained you when we were reading the chapter on Google Meet online. So let's also write the answer in the blank. LONG, long. Shadows in the morning and in the evening are longer as compared to daytime, afternoon time. Shadows are very short. That also you had seen. See, this is maybe a morning shadow or evening because it is longer. So these were 5 fill in the blanks. I expect you have written the answers of all these 5. Let's read this 5 once again, so that in case those who have missed will write it. The sun looks like a big ball of fire. We get light from torch when there is no sun. A shadow is formed because the object does not let light to pass through it. A shadow is formed on the opposite side of the light. Shadows in the morning and evening are long. So these were the 5 blanks that we just wrote. Now we have answer the following questions, that is question answers. So even question answers have to be written once, just one time. Though it is a question bank, it is extra, but you should write it as you get extra knowledge, practice of the lesson. Write 2 ways in which the sun helps us. 2 ways we have to write. How is the sun helpful to us? There are so many ways when sun helps us. So which are the 2 ways? Number 1, it gives us heat and light. The sun gives us heat and light. That is the first, the most important thing. Every day in the morning the sun rises and we get heat and light from the sun. Because sunlight is very much important, we have already discussed about it. Number 2, it helps to see things and protects us from cold. So with sunlight during the daytime, do we need any torch or any flashlight, tube light? Nothing, because sunlight lets us see everything around us. We can see the world. You go out in the sun, you can see everything clearly. It gives light to the whole world. So it helps us to see the things. During the daytime you don't have to switch on the lights. And it also protects us from cold. Yes, during winter season we take sun bath, we go out in the sun, so you can sit outside because it is chilling winter. Sometimes we need sunlight to warm ourselves. So these are the two main things where the sun helps us. Gives us heat and light to see the things and protect us from cold. Number 2, when is a shadow formed? So shadow is formed when the object blocks the light, that we already learnt. A shadow is a dark patch formed when a thing does not let light pass through it. When is the shadow formed? Shadow is formed when an object blocks the light, when a thing or an object does not allow the light to pass through it. At that time, the dark patch which is formed is called shadow. See, this is the dark patch called shadow. Question number 3. Where is a shadow formed? The place is asked. Where is it formed? A shadow can form on the ground, on a wall, or on the floor, etc. Shadow can be formed on all these places. Where can it form? On the ground, a wall, on the floor, etc. Shadow can be formed on all these places: ground, wall, and floor. A shadow is formed on the opposite side of the source of light. So from which side the light is coming, the shadow is not formed on the same side but the different side, the exactly opposite side the shadow is formed. See, here the shadow is formed, so maybe the light is coming from this side, left side. The shadow is formed on the right side. It is on the ground right now, but it can also form on the wall, on the floor, anywhere. Shadow can be formed on the wall and also on the floor. Anywhere the shadow can be seen. Next, question number 4. Are the shadows of the same length at all the times of the day? Means morning, afternoon, evening. Is the length of the shadow same all the time of the day? So of course it is not. No, the shadows have different lengths at different times of the day. Shadows in the morning and evening are long, while shadows at noon are the shortest. So this is the difference. You see, it's not possible that shadows are same all the time of the day. They are different. They are not the same. See, in the morning and evening, you see, what is the length? Morning and evening, the shadows are long, whereas at noon they are the shortest. So this is what the difference is. Morning and evening they are long shadows, the length of the shadows, while at noon the shadows are the shortest. Next, so here we completed question bank number 1 with question number 4. We shall move ahead, and now we have question bank number 2 for the same chapter, light and shadow, that is chapter number 13. Let us read question bank 2, and as usual you have to write it one time. Question number 1. Underline the incorrect word and write the correct word in the given space. So, from the sentences we have to find out the incorrect word and write the correct word in the blank instead of the wrong word which is given. For that we have to read the sentence first and we have to find out which word is wrong, and then we have to replace that word. Number 1. The shadow at different times of the day is the same in the length. See, at different times, morning, evening, noon, are the shadows same in the length? No. So the wrong word, incorrect word is same. Then how are they? They are different. They are not same, right? So here same is the incorrect word that we have underlined. Now we will replace that word. Instead of same, we have to write different. See, first we write like this, same, then we put a dash and write different, because same is incorrect word as I said. For that we write DIFFERENT, different. The shadow at different times of the day are different in length. So you have to cut this word and write this word in the answer. Number 2. We see objects when there is dark. No. When can we see the objects? Do we see the objects when it is dark? No, it is wrong. We see the objects when there is light, not when there is darkness. So instead of dark, what shall we write? Light. Let us replace that word. First write dark, DARK, dark. Put a dash and write LIGHT, light. We see the objects when there is light, not when there is darkness. So here we replace this word with different, and here we replace this word with light. Question 2. Give one word for the following. Now we have GOW, like you have in English, we also have in science. Give one word for the sentence. Number 1. Formed on the opposite side of the light. Which is that thing which is formed on the opposite side of the light? It is a dark patch which is long in the morning and evening, and it is a dark patch. It is formed because the light is blocked. That is shadow. I hope you got the answer before I speak. SHADOW, shadow. SHADOW, shadow. Right, number 1. Then number 2. Is like a big ball of fire. Helps to see the world around us. So what is called the big ball of fire which rises in the morning? It gives us the maximum light, and it is the most important, most powerful source of light on earth. That is sun. So let us write the answer. SUN, sun. The sun gives us light, and it is called a big ball of fire. It gives us maximum light, and it's the most powerful source of light on the earth, right? So that was answer number 2. Then we have question answers. Answer the following questions. Write it one time. Question number 1. Is the shadow in the morning long or short? How is the shadow in the morning? So we have just learnt about the size of the shadow. Shadow in the morning is long. What is the length of the shadow? In the morning it is long. Also in the evening you see it is long. Right? We have learned that shadows in the morning and evening are long, while shadows at noon are the shortest. So this much is the answer. See, this is the shadow of the thing which is kept in the morning. Number 2, which objects other than the sun give us light? Other than the sun, here it is written, means not sun. They are not asking about sun. We have to write the names of the things that give us light, but not sun, because sun we all know that it gives us light and it's the most powerful source of light. But which are that other objects? A candle, a flashlight, lamps of a car, street lights, stars in the sky, and a bonfire, etc. gives us light. So all these things are shown over here which I just read. All these things are the things other than the sun that give us light. See over here, all the things are shown: candle, flashlight, lamps of a car, street light, stars in the sky, bonfire. All these things are called sources of light because we get light from these things. So they are called sources of light. That was the question. Now we have fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks with the correct letters. So this is like a game, missing letters. We have to fill in the missing alphabets and make the word. I am going to write the whole word, but you have to fill in the blanks. See, dash patch is formed when the thing does not let the light pass through it. Which kind of patch is formed? This is the patch which is formed. It is a shadow. Which kind of patch it is called? It is called a dark patch. So already D is given. Now what else do we write? A R K. D is given, so we write A R K. That is dark. D A R K. Dark. Dash can be formed on the ground, wall or floor. Which thing is formed on the ground, on the wall or on the floor? Which thing is formed? Shadow is formed. See, this is the shadow. Let us write SHADOW. 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 Here what is it? It is dark. Let us write again DARK. 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 Dark patch. Here it is. Shadow can be formed on the ground, wall or floor. Next, dash is one of the interesting shadow which is made by using hands. You see, one of the interesting shadows which you can make, you can draw, like with your hands you can do it. Which is that which you can do with your hands? Can you identify? It is a duck. It starts with D. See, the hint is already given. So let us write D, then U, D-U-C-K, duck. D-U-C-K, duck. Duck is one of the interesting shadows which is made by hands. Dash of a shadow keeps changing at different times of the day. What keeps on changing? The length of the shadow keeps on changing. What is the spelling? Length. Length. Let us write the answer. Length. Length. Length of a shadow keeps on changing at different times of the day. Now, let us solve some interesting worksheets. So here is the worksheet for sources of light which we had solved on Google Meet. Those who did not attend, they can write it from here. Read the words and write the number next to each picture. So the 10 words are given. First, let us read the 10 words and then find out which image is of which word. Number 1, matches. Number 2, the sun. Number 3, a candle. Number 4, a lantern. Number 5, a lamp post. Number 6, a beside lamp. Number 7, a wall lamp. Number 8, a bulb. Number 9, a chandelier. Number 10, a torch. So we will have to find out which things belong to which word, and we'll write the answer. See this one, can you identify which word is this? Identify, what is it? It is a wall lamp. Number 7, a wall lamp. So let us write number 7 near that wall lamp. It is a wall lamp. So here we write 7. Number 2, identify what image is this? It is a torch. So there we write number 10 as it is a torch. For torch you have to write number 10. Which image is this? It is a lantern. Where is it written? Number 4. Lantern is at number 4. So number 4 we will put over here, a lantern. See, these are all sources of light. They give us light. As we are learning the chapter light and shadow, we should know from where do we get light. Then what is this? It is a candle. It is the image of a candle. So there, what do we write? Number 3. As a candle is given number 3. Next, identify this. What image is this? It is a beside lamp which we keep beside our bed. That is number 6. So let's write 6 over there, a beside lamp. Over here, what image is this? This one is a lamp post. You might have seen on the road. Number 5, a lamp post. So we'll write 5 over there near the lamp post. Next image, identify this image. This is the image of a bulb. That is number 8, a bulb. So let's write number 8 over there, a bulb. Next image, sun. This is the sun that is given in number 2, the sun. Number 2 we'll put over here. This one, identify. These are matchsticks which are kept over here. Matchsticks. So it is in number 1. We'll write number 1 for matchsticks and we put it over here. Where is it? Matchsticks. Then the last one, identify what is it? It is a chandelier. Let's write number 9 over there as it is given in number 9. So here we complete our today's video. I hope you have enjoyed. Thank you for watching the video and have a wonderful day.